Next topic is bias stability. So already we know that biasing, that is DC biasing, is nothing but apply the external DC voltage to the two junction of the transistor. So at that time we have to focus on the Q point should not shift to any undesirable region. That means the Q point should be selected in the middle of the DC load line, that is in the active region. So designing the bias circuit to stabilize the Q point is known as bias stability. That is, the Q point should be stable in the middle of the DC load line, which is called as bias stability. Is it clear? So in that bias stability, we have to consider two important factors which is going to be shift the Q point. The two factor is, first one is temperature and the next one is variation of HFE. HFE is nothing but current gain. So this current gain value may be changed due to the manufacturing tolerance. There is nothing but when the transistor is manufacturing, at that time the HFE value may be changed. Due to this reason, the Q point also possible to change active region to any other undesirable region. And the next factor is temperature. So we know change in the temperature which affects the transistor parameter, because the transistor parameters are the temperature dependent variable. So the transistor parameter is nothing but ICO, VBE and beta. So these three factors are going to be change the Q point. This is nothing but the transistor parameter value changes, it automatically changes the Q point, that is collector current. If the collector current changes means absolutely the operating point may be shift to undesirable region. So let's see each parameter how it will change the Q point, right? So first one is ICO. So ICO is nothing but reverse saturation current. So the reverse saturation current is produced due to the minority carriers. So these minority carriers are also the temperature dependent. So now the temperature increases, it automatically increases the minority carrier. If minority carrier increases means it will increase the reverse saturation current ICEO, that is reverse leakage current ICEO. We have the relationship between collector current and reverse leakage current. IC is equal to beta IB plus ICEO. If the temperature increases, it will automatically increases the minority carrier. So if minority carrier increases means the reverse leakage current also increases. So if this term increases means from that equation the collector current also increased. So due to this minority carrier, that is the reverse leakage current, it will changes the collector current. So it automatically changes the Q point from active region to any other undesirable region. Okay, if the collector current increased, then what happened? Power dissipated at the collector base junction also increased. That is PD equal to VCIC, power equal to voltage into current. If collector current increases, it automatically increased the power at the collector base junctions. So what happened next? If power increases, it further increases the temperature of the junction. So and hence again the collector current increases, right? So initially temperature increases, it will increase the collector current due to that reverse leakage current. So if collector current increases, power also increased. This power again increase the temperature. So it further automatically further increases in the collector current. So what happened next? The process is repeated, that is cumulative. The excess heat generated at the collector base junction may even burn or destroy the transistor. This process is called the thermal runaway. So is it clear? What is meant by thermal runaway? The cumulative process of excess heat which produce the excess heat produced at the collector base junction. It may be even burn or destroy the transistor. That process is called as the thermal runaway. Is it clear? So due to this transistor parameter ICO, how it will change the collector current? That is how it will not stable at the Q point. So these are the points we discussed in the transistor parameter ICO. Next one is VBE, second transistor parameter, base emitter voltage. So actually these transistor parameters are temperature dependent. So if we increase the temperature, VBE changes at the rate of 2.5 millivolt per degree Celsius. What is mean by that sentence is, if we increase the temperature, it automatically increases the base emitter voltage. So already we know the base current depends on base emitter voltage. It can be written in the equation IB directly proportional to VBE. So if VBE increases, automatically increases the base current. So from that, how it will affect the collector current? Yes, it's absolutely affect the collector current, because we have the equation, that is the relationship between base current and collector current. IC is equal to beta IB. If IB increased, it automatically increases the collector current. Then next, automatically the Q point changed from active region to any undesirable region. Is it clear? And third transistor parameter is beta, right? Third transistor parameter is beta. So the same equation, because IC is equal to beta IB, if beta value increases. Why beta value increases? The transistor parameters are dependent on the temperature. So temperature increases, it automatically increases the beta value. If beta value is high now, it automatically increases the collector current. So it will change the Q point into undesirable region. Now is it clear? So due to these three parameters, transistor parameter, there is a possible to change the collector current. So next one, requirements of biasing circuits. It's very important. So already we have seen what is biasing, what is the Q point or operating point, what is stability factor. So based on these definitions, we have concluded that the requirement of biasing circuit is, first point, emitter based junction should be forward biased and collector based junction should be reverse bias. Okay, how it can be achieved? By applying a external power supply, DC supply, right, with the correct polarity and magnitude. And the second point is, the operating point or Q point should be operated in the active region, that is middle of DC load line. Third one, the circuit design should provide a degree of stability, that is that Q point should be stable. That is the meaning of this line. The circuit design should provide a degree of stability. Then last point, the Q point should be made independent of transistor parameter, because the transistor parameters are dependent of temperature. So the Q point should be made independent of. Independent means it's inversely proportional. So the transistor parameter increases now, automatically the Q point IC collector current reduced. So it should be independent of transistor parameter. So these four points are very important for the requirement of biasing circuit. Is it clear? Okay. So due to the transistor parameter, there is a chance to shift the Q point. How it will overcome? That is how it can be maintain a constant in operating point. For that, we have introduced two techniques. First one is stabilization techniques. So stabilization technique is nothing but it uses a resistive biasing circuit. That is, in our biasing circuit, we have used a resistive component, that is a resistor, which allow IB to vary, which allow base current to vary. That is because base current is related with the collector current. If base current decreases now, it automatically decreases the collector current. So in that resistive circuit, which allow base current to vary so as to keep IC constant with variation in beta, VBE and ICO. Is it clear? So in stabilization circuits, we have to using a resistive biasing circuits, which is going to vary the base current. So we have to keep collector current is constant due to the variation in the transistor parameter. And next technique is compensation technique. So in this method, how we are going to control the collector current is constant. So in this method, we are using a temperature sensitive devices such as diodes, transistor, thermistors, sensor, etc. So these temperature sensitive devices are going to control the temperature. So by the way, we have to compensate the voltage and current, that is operating point, to maintain a Q point in a stable condition. Is it clear?